What's going on, guys? Stephanie here with AmericanMuscle.com, and in this video we're going to look at and talk about my top 3 choices when it comes to popular dual-tip catback exhausts for the 1999 to 2004 V6 Mustang. I know that there are a few options out there when it comes to dual exhaust conversion catbacks for the 99 to 04 V6, and sometimes it can be hard to figure out exactly what you want. So hopefully this video will help you narrow down some of the options and point you in the right direction. You have options when it comes to sound, material, and of course price too. So those are all things that you're going to want to keep in mind as you're shopping. I'm going to walk you through my 3 choices that'll range from a quiet upgrade to a mild upgrade to a loud upgrade based off of my personal experience here at American Muscle and off of customer feedback. At any point, if you'd like more information on the system that I'm talking about, feel free to visit the product page. And if you guys want to see more videos like this one, or if you want to see other cool Mustang content, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, American Muscle Videos. The catbacks we're going to be talking about today for the V6 are dual exhaust conversion kits. So not only are you getting a change in sound with a new catback, but in this case, you're also getting a styling piece too. There are 2 types of dual tip catbacks for the V6. In some cases, the catback will come with a new mid-pipe for you, and in other cases, you won't get an entirely new mid-pipe. Some options will give you a setup that'll bolt right up to the factory Y-pipe, and in other cases, the mid-pipe will completely replace the stock mid-pipe and give you an X-pipe instead. Now keep in mind that sometimes you will need to pick up a hanger kit for your second muffler if your catback doesn't include that. And of course, sound is usually one of the most important things to consider when you're shopping for exhaust. I will say that a lot of exhausts for the V6 sound very similar, especially if you're looking at a catback that keeps that stock mid-pipe. But either way, let's talk about what I picked as the quiet or small upgrade in sound. The Mac Dual Exhaust Conversion Kit is what I'm picking for this category. This is a catback that bolts right up to the factory Y-pipe, so you keep your stock mid-pipe, cats and all. Your stock mid-pipe will then run down to this Y and into Mac's FlowPath chambered mufflers. These mufflers have no internal packing in them. This has 2.5-inch aluminized stainless steel tubing and 3-inch polished stainless steel tips. This is the most budget-friendly dual exhaust conversion kit currently available, and I'm going to call this a 2 out of 5 on the loudness meter, with 1 being a quiet upgrade and 5 being a very loud upgrade. Take a listen to what it sounds like. Of course, that's just one option. For the mild upgrade in sound, I picked the Flowmaster Force 2 dual catback exhaust. Just like the Mac catback, this catback has a Y that bolts up to the stock factory Y pipe. The install for a dual conversion like this is a little bit easier and faster, but the trade-off with these types of catbacks is you don't really get a big change in sound. So keep that in mind. You still keep your stock mid-pipe in all of your stock cats. This has 2.5-inch aluminized tubing and 2.5-inch polished stainless steel tips. It features Flowmaster Super 40 series mufflers. This is the mild upgrade, but it also happens to be in the middle of the pack when it comes to price. And as far as sound goes, I'm gonna call this catback a 3 out of 5 on the loudness meter. And here's what it sounds like. The last catback that we'll talk about is the catback that I picked for the loud option. For this, I picked the Pipes True Dual Catted Exhaust with turn down tips. This catback is different than the others that we talked about for 2 reasons. First of all, it replaces the stock Y-pipe with an X-pipe. That makes it more of a true dual exhaust conversion kit than the other catbacks that install right up to the factory Y-pipe. Like I said, those are easier to install and they do give you dual tips, but this right here is where you want to be looking if you want a true dual exhaust setup. That being said, it is a little bit more expensive when you compare it to your other catback options, but that's your trade-off. So you have your X-pipe, that'll be your new mid-pipe, and eliminate that Y-pipe that you have on the car. The X-pipe is catted and you're looking at 2.5-inch 409 stainless steel tubing to 2.5-inch turn-down tips. The turn-down tips are the other feature that make this different. The turn-down tips will end right before your rear bumper and leave you with exhaust tips exiting under your bumper. This does help with the sound and the loudness factor of this catback. I'm gonna call it a 4 out of 5 on the loudness meter, and this is what it sounds like. my top 3 choices when it comes to dual exhaust catback conversion kits for the 1999 to 2004 V6 Mustang. Keep in mind that these are just suggestions for you based off of my personal experience and customer feedback and reviews. There's a whole product page on the site here that shows you every option that we currently carry, so these aren't the end-all or the be-all. And if you want more information on any of the catbacks that I talked about in this video, feel free to visit the product page. I'm Stephanie, and don't forget, for all things Mustang, keep it right here at AmericanMuscle.com, and make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more cool content.